Please, let's put our hands together for Rhamot, Afolabi, Love, Otudor, and Olushola, Ogunkelu.
Hi, everyone. Hello. Okay, firstly, I'd like to give a big shout out to the Oscar team. Thank you so much for an amazing festival so far. Okay. All right, so today we're going to be talking on Outreachy, internships in open source. A quick intro. Okay, I'm Love Otudor. I'm an Android developer. I'm a technical writer, and I am an Outreachy alum and mentor.
Hi everyone, my name is Rhamot Afolabi. I'm a product manager and computer instructor. Then I love volunteering.
Hi everyone, I am Olushola. I'm a software developer, Outreachy alum, and I love making digital arts.
All right. Yesterday, Ruth had a session where she talked about creating your first open source project, and we were having lots of questions on how can I contribute to open source for the first time as a data scientist. This session is for you. So we're going to be talking about open source internships. Open source internships is a great way of learning and building your software engineering career from the comfort of your home. It focuses on contributing to open source. Okay, so these are the benefits of open source internships. You get to be a part of a live community. You get to have the opportunity to collaborate with other engineers, even senior engineers. You get to share your knowledge, learn a lot more, and therefore you get to hone your skills. Okay, and also it gives you the opportunity and that satisfaction that you're part of something that's out there for everyone to see. And okay, we have a lot of open source internships we have a lot of paid internships in open source. Paid internships actually give a particular amount of stipends to their interns during their internship. Okay, we have the MLH Fellowship, we have RubyMe, which is for early career developers in Ruby. We have Outreachy, which is the highlight of this conversation, Summer of Bitcoin, the Linux Foundation, Google Summer of Code, Season of Dogs, Rails Girls Summer of Code. There are links to all these internships in the slide, the resources section. And then we have other internships too, just in case you don't get the opportunity to contribute or you don't get accepted into these paid internship programs. You can also apply to other internship programs. It's still the same opportunity to learn. Some of them is the Millennium Fellowship, Free Software Foundation, Season of KDE, and P Club Summer of Code. So now, to our talk, the main highlight, Outreachy. So what is Outreachy? Well, Outreachy is for anyone who faces systematic bias and discrimination in the technical industry where they live in. So Outreachy provides internship opportunities to anyone that faces discrimination or are affected by systematic bias, or anyone that are underrepresented in their technical industry where they live in. Outreachy provides internships in programming, research, user experience, documentation, graphics design, data science, marketing, and all. Okay. Yesterday, someone was asking how she can contribute to open source as a data scientist. Outreachy is for you. Outreachy internships are paid. Our previous speaker, I think the speaker before this other one was talking about making good cash. Okay, so Outreachy pays $7,000 US total to their interns. So these payments could come in 2 or 3 batches during the internship period, and the program is actually remote, so both mentors and interns can both work remotely from wherever they are in the world. And the internships are 3 months long. They run from May to August and December to March. Applications for the May to August is actually closed, so you should look out for December to March. Now, Shola is going to be taking us on who can participate in Outreachy. Thank you, Shola.
Hi everyone. Yeah, so Love has introduced Outreachy and what it is about. Now, who can participate? How can you participate? The first thing to look out for is your age. I'm sure most of us here are above 18 years old, so I'm sure most of us can participate. So to participate in the Outreachy, you must be 18 years and above. Another thing is availability to work. Outreachy requires that you give in 30 hours a week to be able to contribute to whatever project you are working on. And every feedback form you fill will actually request to know whether you're actually giving in your 30 hours or not. So it's not something you can by play. Another qualification is if you've not participated in Outreach Program for Women or GSOC, that's Google Summer of Code, then what if you have a job, you applied without having a job, then suddenly after application you get a job, what should you do? Well, you should inform outreach organizers to tell them, oh, my time commitment has changed and I have a job. So they would put that into consideration and know whether to pick you or not. Another thing is, if you have a part-time job or a contracting job, yes, you can apply for Outreachy and you'll be considered. But if you have a full-time job and you think, oh, I'll take a leave towards the period Outreachy is going on and apply for Outreachy, no, you will not be considered. You must either be doing a part-time job or a contracting job. Then another thing is university students. Some of us are students and we want to apply for Outreachy. Then what happens to us then? Well, if we must submit our school calendar and we must have 42 consecutive days free. Yeah. 42. Okay. Yeah? Oh, there's also strike. Oh. I don't know, I'm not an Outreachy organizer, so I can't talk for that. But I know according to Outreachy requirements, you must have 42 consecutive days free before you, I think even with the exams being done, yes, that they will consider you. And another thing is they consider your, how do I put it, your school calendar, not your course load. Some courses are heavier than others. Outreachy do not care about the course you are taking. They consider your school calendar. If your school calendar is, if it allows you, yeah. Then experience. Yeah, you might wonder, do I have an experience? Can I apply for Outreachy? I'm new to programming and all that. Like Odun said earlier, that's the CEO of, co-founder of Piggyvest. She said there are some skills that are non-technical skills in tech. Yeah, Outreachy makes room for that too. So you could apply anyway. During the contribution stage, you see projects. So you'll be able to decide, oh, this project, can I work on it or not? Then you know whether you can put your skill to good use or not. And even if you cannot work on that particular, that period, you could still contribute, then pick up skills you can use to reapply again. Because Outreachy will pick if you reapply again and you have the skill. Then lastly, I was supposed to mention to start with, 3% of people can apply for Outreachy. You can either apply as an intern, which I mentioned your qualifications earlier for you to apply, or you could apply as an open source community. So if you have open source communities here that are interested in mentoring Outreachy interns, well, Outreachy would consider that you just have to submit your project to them, then they will look into it. Then if you're an individual looking to mentor too, yes, you can just talk to open source communities that you know, suggest projects to them. Then once Outreachy approves that project, you'll be allowed to mentor other people that are coming into Outreachy. That's the interns coming in. Yeah. So the next thing you would wonder is what are the application phases like? Rhamot would take up that. Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, so thank you. So for the application process, we have 2 phases. And the first one is initial application. Like this is your very first step to secure the bag, just the way Usheshuko did. So there are 2 main aspects of it that are very, very major. Is the essay part. You have to provide questions to 5 different, you have to provide answer to 5 different questions for them to understand how you are part of an underrepresented group in the tech industry of your country. Please, when answering these questions, do not generalize. Don't speak for everybody. Speak for yourself. Tell your story. Who are you? Something that you're seeing as a problem, as a challenge, like are you a school start certificate holder? You know, this is Nigeria. Are you a female? How many females do we have in the tech industry? You talk about yourself. Are you a Muslim? What are the difficulties you're going to see? Like myself, when I applied, I said I'm a secondary certificate holder. And you know, we live in a country where we so much cherish degree, certificates, and all that. So this is going to be a major challenge for me. And the next one is the availability. Actually, so much care about your availability. Can you sacrifice at least 30 hours per week during the internship? Because seriously, you cannot juggle the internship with some other works or anything. It's very, very tasky and challenging. Now, the next phase is the contribution phase. You have been accepted into the contribution phase. Please immediately receive that email. Go to the project page. You are going to see all the projects available and the skills required. But before you do this, know yourself and know what you want. Are you a software developer? Are you a product manager? Are you an event manager? Know what you want. Do you just complete a training or a course? You are trying to utilize this knowledge and the skills. So then you go there, you pick the project that has the skills, that needs the skills that you have or the skills that you want to acquire. So please, especially for those who are Python developer, you might see a lot of projects that is requiring for Python skills. Please don't try to pick more than 2 projects. And when you pick 2 projects, don't try to balance it like contributing the same effort and time to both projects. Contribute to more than the other. And the next thing there is to join the chat channel. When you click the project details, there will be the link to join the chat channel. Each project has their chat channel for all potential outreaching interns. You join there, you introduce yourself, you tell them why you are here. And also while you are there, please do not try to be competitive. Help others as well. You are not there although it's very, very challenging. I guess a lot of people can be, people about 200, 100 plus might be contributing on one project and they can only pick only one person. So, but despite that, do not be competitive. Try to help others. And another thing is the contribution itself. When making contribution, don't go for something very, very big or challenging. It can be as simple as correcting a typo. It can be as simple as changing a nav bar, depending on your experience. Don't go for something that will make you to spend 10 days on YouTube doing research or something. Just be consistent. The number of contributions really matters. And the next thing is your mentor. While you are doing all these things, introduce yourself to your mentor. I'm here just for them to know that you are here. And the next thing is recording your contribution. This is very, very important. You may be carried away with the contribution and, if you don't record any contribution, they see it as if you did not. Even though you have contributed, your PR has been merged or your issue has been accepted. You need to record it. The links to that issue, the link to the PR, the date, the details and everything, it has to be recorded. And now the next thing is the project timeline. Why doing all this contribution is that just like preamble. You have not even started contributing as well to the main project. So now they want to know if you have understanding of the project to be working on during the internship. So you need to break down the project into weekly tasks. What are you going to do on the first week, the second week, throughout the internship? You need to break it down like that. And the next part of it is the submission day. So you need to submit this application or the contributions and the project. Please do that at least a day before. Do not wait for the final day because to avoid rushing and forgetting something. Take your time and do it. And the last thing there is, now the contribution has ended. You feel relaxed, now I'm free. No, you are not free. You keep on contributing till the day you'll be accepted. I actually contributed to the day I got the email, being accepted as an intern. So I think outreach is for everyone. I believe that we all have our story, our unique story. So irrespective of who you are, you can apply as an outreach intern. I wish you the best. Thank you.
Ladies, actually, no. Do we have any questions, guys? I believe someone should have a question about how to, get on Outreachy. Anyone?
Please, I'm interested in Linux, the Linux Foundation. So, is there an internship, a paid internship for Linux? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, it was in the paid internship slide.
Oh, yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a paid internship.
Okay. You gave much detail to Outreachy.
Yes.
I understand you are into.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other question? Maybe just one more. Yeah, pass it forward, please.
Okay, thank you. Some people are finding it difficult because of some certain things. The age bracket. They'll give you a stipulated age, 18 to.
No. There is no limit. It's just 18 and above.
18 and above.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
I'm not sure if you mentioned, but how much do they pay people who participate in outreach?
Okay, yeah, I said it. They pay $7,000.
Like, how much is that in naira? Do you have
That's with the present rate, it should be a little bit above 4 million.